It is a better afternoon here in the United Kingdom. The weather is not that bad as it was expected. It is a better afternoon here in the United Kingdom. Good afternoon. Unannounced visit to you on FB there. It's been a while, I can tell. I know that already. Thank you so much for for your love, all of you. I thought so. Said, let me try them, whether they love me or whether it's a fake love. But I can tell vividly that your love is real on this platform. I cannot but to show my appreciation first and foremost that I love you guys dearly. That your query and your concerns shows, you know, that you love this program and you love me as the producer of this program very well. You know, and that you enjoy the program as well. Because if it's something that you don't enjoy, I don't think you will be bothered to say that you want to ask after me. So please share this program. It's very important. Very, very. You know, I will not come on this platform to come and waste time. There is no time to waste. As a busy person, you know, there is no time to waste. I want people to benefit from the opportunity. I want them to benefit from the information I have within my domain, you know. Thank you. Thank you. Endless love. Thank you. Thank you. So I miss you guys as well. There is no doubt about the love we have for each other on this platform. Beautiful, well-read people, well-educated. You see, when I come online, I don't come online to come and talk to people who will not understand my English or understand my situation, the reason why I'm coming out. I am coming out because I am coming to speak to my people that want to learn, that are well-read and well-educated. On this particular platform, let me just hint you, we have several dignitaries and personalities there. I did not know until lately that I realized that people were there quietly watching and looking at the way I speak, the way I talk. Several things have happened in between, you know, regarding this platform that made me realize that they know me and I know them. So we know each other. But the one that I really want to hit you on today, is the one that really catch me lately. And that's the reason why I want to go into it straight away. You see, this platform has grown more than enough to now say that I want to hide my head. I don't want to talk, or I'm scared to say something. Believe me, I have never been a coward in my life. And I will not come out and say things that is untrue, that just want a crowd. I will not come out to just come and pull crowd, just come and talk because I want crowd. Rara, when you have passed a certain stage in your life and career, it is proven by achievements and records that you will say something that can be tested and proven. I have promised those people that I want to talk about them today that they will hear from the world at large. Please share and share and share and share, because we are going into real talk. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and for the purpose of those who are just joining us for the first time, it is a shame and disgrace to have noted that the Nigerian immigration custom officers are taking money at the port on a blank, white, clear day when Nigerian government itself has failed its citizen by not producing a Nigerian passport hardback. The back of the passport is not in the country. There is a huge shortage. And as we speak now, I hold my hand out and I will say it vividly. I haven't got dual nationality at the moment anymore. If you don't know, as we are speaking right now, I don't hold dual nationality because it's a shame to Nigerian government. I have not wanted to talk about this. I have been so quiet. But I think some of the authorities step on toes. And as a result of that, I have decided to speak out to the public. Please share it. Share it and share it and share it until it escalates. Let it be escalated. Let it go around the world. Because I have promised that I'm going to expose them. The mistake I made was that I wasn't ready for the photograph. I would have took pictures straight away. Now, let me tell you the story, how it transpired. As you will all know that I hold dual nationality because I was born in the United Kingdom, so I don't have Nigerian passport before. I only hold Nigerian passport 5 years ago, February 15, end it. So I traveled out of the country because I couldn't obtain one easily here. And there was no time for me because I have urgent things to handle over there. So I traveled out of the country thinking that I'll be able to have Nigerian passport renewed in the country. There was no back cover. Would you believe that? There wasn't. And whoever tell you that there is a cover at Ikoyi, if you don't know somebody at Ikoyi, you will not be able to get it out easily. So it's a lie. There wasn't cover. There was no cover. Now, to make the matter worse, the cover is not printed in Nigeria. It's printed from Malaysia. So it was contracted to Malaysia. Now, are you going to tell me, as big as Nigerian region population is, are you going to say that Nigerian is not good enough to provide or produce a printer in a close, secluded organization that can be printing Nigerian passport on their cover out? For them to have now taken it out of Nigeria and be producing it from Malaysia. Point one noted. It's a shame and a disgrace. That's not the end of the story. The story is moving further smoothly. I called so many states for them to renew my passport. Despite the fact that I have released my guard and I was willing and ready to pay as much as they wanted in order to continue to have that dual citizenship. Believe me, I was let down. There was no hardcover. There was no printing. I even opted for a 64-page passport. Believe me, they could not provide it within the short time I want to stay, despite the fact that I have agreed to pay huge amounts of money. I was ashamed. Now, that's not the end of the story. And as a dual citizen of the United Kingdom and Nigeria that has a British passport from birth, I decided to take it on the chin. I said, okay, it's the Nigerian passport that I expired. I still have British passport. I can leave the country. Simple. For me to get to the border of the Federal Republic of Nigeria at Lagos Muritala Mohammed Airport, after they have checked my things in, they have checked everything in, I was going to travel. I was going to pass through the immigration officer. So the guy took both passports from me, both Nigerian passport and the British passport. He now looked at the Nigerian passport and said, your passport has expired. I said, yes. He said, no, you cannot leave. I said, you should be ashamed of yourself. I am not a Nigerian citizen anymore. You should let me off your country. I said, my passport expired, but you should let me out, go back to my country. I am going back to the United Kingdom because you have failed me. He now said I should go and see two people standing there. With due respect, you see, the whole situation is that as a United Kingdom citizen, our passport has warned us, our Majesty told us that we must always accord to the authority of any country we go. That is the first rule on our passport. We must always, always, always have respect to the country that we are visiting. Their rule of law there. We must not be headed, you know. So I respected the authority over there. And I went to the people that he asked me to go and meet. Only for me to meet the two idiot immigration officers, one Delta woman and one Yoruba boy. Because he's not more than a boy to me. So they look at my passport and say, Madam, what is the problem? I said, ask your colleague. It is your colleague that asked me to come and see you. That was at the border, trying to leave their country, coming back to my country without censoring. So they look at the passport, they said that, oh, your Nigerian passport has run out. I said, of course it has run out. I said, I am leaving your country because you have failed me to renew my passport because it expired inside Nigeria. It wasn't that it expired that I entered with it. It expired while I was in Nigeria and I take reasonable steps to renew it. They failed me. So they didn't renew my passport. So what the two idiots told me, the two immigration officers that are so, they should be ashamed of themselves. The one Delta lady and one Yoruba boy. They now look at the passport. They now said to me that, madam, you have to go and obtain British visa on your British passport before you can leave the country. I said, but the way to do it is that I'm a foreigner at the moment. So you should tell me that I should be leaving your country and should go. What you're supposed to do is to deport me and say I should leave your country. So I will not come back again. So they didn't do that. Now they now said to me that I should go to the authority downstairs and go and obtain British visa, a Nigerian visa on my passport before I can leave their country. I was so polite and humble, to be honest with you, because I know myself that when I lose my temper, it wasn't that good sometimes. So I was very polite. I did not say otherwise. I said, how much is the money? And let me go and do it. They said it's $120. I said, that is fine. That's not a problem. I was going to go and pass through the procedure. I was leaving their country. Visa supposed to be on arrival. Thank you, my brother. Visa supposed to be on arrival. I was leaving their country. You understand? And the lady said that, you don't have to go downstairs. If I were you, give us money and we will let you pass. I checked my time. I checked the aircraft's time. I know that I have the money. And I don't want them to waste my time. My father taught me one thing in life. I will get that money back from whoever took it. Believe me. I told them already. They were begging. I said, you don't know me. So they said to me that give us something. The immigration officer, Chuku, was there. The guy called Chuku on the counter was there sitting. The other guy covered his badge. Something to do with Shakiru or Sikiru, whatever. I can't see properly. He's a Yoruba guy. He covered it. The Delta lady also covered herself. But I know all of them when I see them next time. Thank you, Daddy Yinka. So, instead of them to let me go through the normal procedure, if it is the normal procedure, because I was leaving their country, I wasn't staying, I wasn't coming in any longer. They took £40 from me, despite the fact that I was leaving their country as a British citizen, not as a dual citizen anymore. I now said to them yesterday that when you collected this kind of money from everybody, is that the reason why you failed to issue them Nigerian passports? Because you know that they have to leave and go back to their daily lives and go back to their homes. Because the reason why a whole 180 million controlled nation would not be able to have passport is something that I don't know. Only few people have passport, and those are the people that got it before. Not now anymore. So they took £40. And I said to them, I said, had you know who you took money from, you wouldn't have done that, dare it to take the money from me. I said, you don't know who I am. And I appreciate that, the fact that you don't know me. Their boss now came and said, please, madam, come. Please, madam, come. Please, madam, come. I said, no, you will not delay me. I have a project. I have a plan in life. I wasn't born by mistake. So I don't want simple £40 to hold me back. You are hungry. You need money to survive. So I am giving it to you because you are a Caesar. But I have a place to go. I have a destination and I have a mission. I don't want you to hold me down. Now, ladies and gentlemen, can somebody now tell me the reason why the Nigerian government cannot produce passport in Nigeria? The reason why the immigration officers, the immigration offices cannot issue passport. There is no passport in Lagos. Nobody tell me fools. Okay? I am not born yesterday. There was no passport. There was no passport at Ibadan headquarters. And there was no passport at Osun either. Because they phoned around for me. Despite the fact that I was willing to get the 64 page and paid extra, more than extra. It is a shame to note that we are still in that situation in a country that's supposed to be the godfather of the African countries. In a country that's supposed to be leading other non-known nations. Ojun Timi. And I don't know what to do. But I'll be visiting the High Commissioner office in Notuba land shortly. and I will let them know how I feel. I will definitely be visiting Northumberland in England here in the United Kingdom in London. It is sad yesterday, and it's so shameful, my dear, that we still have such issue. When my clients came to complain, I thought it was a joke. I would never have thought that it's a real thing. I actually cannot understand the reason why this is happening. For God's sake, cry and loud. The immigration officers at the border yesterday, they were so ashamed because I didn't wait to talk. I just throw the money to them like a dog. I throw the money to them like a dog, and I walk past their border. I said I'm giving money to Caesar because I want to have peace. I said otherwise I wouldn't have. I said I have lounge to sit, and I haven't got all day. I don't want you to waste my time because I need to use my lounge before the time passes by. And I have paid for lounge. That's why I'm traveling on that class. So I don't want you to waste my time. You see, we cannot carry on to do this anymore. Please share the program and let people know that we are not happy. Things cannot continue in this manner. There is no way it will continue in this manner. Because it's becoming a rampant situation, and it is a disgrace. Especially to high calibers of ours of well-read people that are in the diaspora. We cannot afford to stand that nonsense. Because we cannot afford to stood low. Why would they not print this paper, this back cover in Nigeria? Can somebody tell me? Are we saying that we don't have competent printers at the top to print this document out, this paper? Look at the biometric card in England that people are using. Look, the United Kingdom government makes sure that they take full control of the biometric card in England. The biometric card anywhere in the world would not be issued outside. If anybody is granted entry clearance into the United Kingdom, you will be stamped a month visa to enter into the UK. And this card will be produced within our country in the UK from our governments in the United Kingdom. It doesn't contract it. They never contract it out. So what is the problem? What is the problem? Why are we having this problem all the time? There is no passport at Northumberland. People have applied over a year. They couldn't get one. Despite the fact that they are willing and ready to pay high price. What is the problem? If you're saying government must allocate funds, where did they get the money from that they send it to abroad to go and print it out from Malaysia? Who is Malaysian to us? Hell no. Who is Malaysian to us? Let me tell you something you don't know about Nigerian today. In terms of economic funding, Nigerian is even richer than United Kingdom. If you don't know, it's because they are a wasteful child. They are extravagant child. They fail to control their economy. That's why it looks as if UK is richer than them. Of course, UK is not richer because the amount of resources coming from the ground in Nigeria is something that another country is praying for every day to have. You want to talk about the oil? And every oil we have that comes out in Nigeria. Do you want to talk about the stones? Gold, diamond, the crystal, any beautiful stones that we have in Nigeria, go to Jos or Osun State with gold and many other mineral resources. If we are saying that God loves a nation, believe me or not, I will not retract my language. I think Nigerian is favor. I think they are Joseph. But then when you look at it back, you take them back into another child, extravagant child that failed to have savings, to keep money for rainy day. That's the way I see things. Now, for how long are we going to carry on like this? Ladies and gentlemen on my line there, this is an academic issue. This is something that it needs a brainstorming. If you are going to say that it doesn't concern you, it doesn't concern, when is it not going to concern you? Have I ever thought of it in a million years that will be affected yesterday? Despite the fact that I was begged to carry that Nigerian passport. When I was chatting inside the aircraft, fortunately, I did not know that there was ex-minister of defense sitting next to me because I don't worship human being. I worship God. So it was the ex-minister of defense that is my next door neighbor in the aircraft. He was him on the dining table when I was chatting and saying things that he told me that you shouldn't have paid them if he were to be following me at that time, coming behind me, that he would have sacked them on the spot. He said to me that you are leaving the country. You shouldn't have paid them. You shouldn't have given them that money. He said to me that it's a problem that they are aware of, that they are looking into it. But it's getting out of hand, brothers and sisters there. When the head minister of defense was saying something, I didn't realize that he was the one, given the fact that I have left Nigeria many years. So I wasn't current by the face anymore. I only know them by their names. So I wasn't current with their faces. So he was the one that was talking to me yesterday that if he were to have been the one coming straight away behind me when I was checking in, he would have sacked those guys straight away on the spot. That they shouldn't have collected that money. That is a shame and a disgrace. Well, that's what every corridor of power will want to say, that they want to disgrace them. But what are they doing to get it right? What are they doing to get it right? I actually cannot understand why the situation is becoming rampant, uncontrollable. Why can't we not have Nigerian passport? For people like us that we were begged to come and hold the dual nationality, why do you want to throw us away? Why do you want to throw us away? For God's sake, and cry out loud. Why do you want to throw us away? And there are many people in the same situation as I am, that is British citizen, that they are still asking them to go and have Nigerian passport for the purpose of having it. Do you think I cannot afford to have a 1 year visa or 2 years visa in my passport? Of course I can afford it. But I'm not a bastard that shows his father's house with left hand. And I will stand and say it times and times again, and I will repeat it. I am not a bastard that will stand and show my father's house with left hand. Never. It will never happen. No matter how I can be British, the color of my skin has shown my origin. Did you hear that now? Somebody said personally she prefers to collect visa. Did you hear the insult? Did you hear the insult? Somebody just said personally she prefers to collect the visa. Would you blame her? You cannot blame her, because if I make second attempt now at Northumberland to have Nigerian passport and they failed me, I am going to apply for British visa straight away for 1 year, and I'll be renewing visa for 1 year. Every year I'll be renewing it. Please. And if that happens, it means that I will not let my children hold Nigerian passport again. I will destroy all the passport in the house. All the Nigerian passport. But I hope it will not get to that stage. Jennifer Thomas, the law, please don't ever travel to Nigeria with Nigerian passport anymore. In case of emergency, you will be protected by the British government. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Wow. Jennifer Thomas, thank you. Thank you. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I think they wronged me yesterday. I will not lie to you. I think I will feel so low yesterday. But I have promised them the way the Home Office always promised the corrupt people in the office. If it's my last breath that remains, I will expose those immigration officers that took that money. I have promised them yesterday that if it's the last breath, they will not find peace or rest. They were shaking yesterday, but I hold time important in my destiny. I don't waste time because of money. So I let them go. I threw the money at them. I let them off my back. But believe me, ladies and gentlemen out there, the war just began. And the battle line has been drawn. They have drawn the battle line. Don't ever, ever think that I am just some nobody when it comes to holding human rights and holding law at its highest. We have just started. The battle line is drawn. So whoever has family working at the immigration border in Nigeria, immigration office in Nigeria, tell them, especially those who are at the borders yesterday, the battle line is drawn. Whether you fly in the air or you fly using the wall to fly, or you fly in the ocean, you fly in the sun, I don't care about your flying. I never eat with you. I never join your cultists. I never belong to your group. So I don't care who you are. The immigration officers of yesterday, you will regret it. I swear by the power inside me, by the authority in heaven, you will regret taking that money. And to the Nigerian government, and to the Nigerian government, they have used several monies to build houses, buy houses in the United Kingdom. Cash down. Imagine somebody buying a house worth of £1 million, and you have been in the government and you don't want us to talk, and you were boasting. You think some of us are fool. Every penny I spend in my life is my hard currency, is my sweat. I am not a lazy bastard. So the Nigerian people, you need to tighten up your belt. The belt. The government of Nigeria is not ready to help its citizen. It's a selfish and self-centered people and self-centered government at its highest. Ẹni orí bá kó yọ lódélé, ó ní ọ̀rọ̀ inú ìlú Nigeria. Ẹni orí kó yọ lóko délé. And that is why you see people that are operating without care or care attitude. Imagine agents collecting money and not releasing money to the landlord. Is it not part of the corruption? Imagine agents flirting, sleeping with the tenant and telling tenant not to pay the rent to the landlord. Is it not part of the corruption? When are we going to come out of this? Not even are we. When are you going to come out of this? Because it's not we anymore. When are you going to stop all this nonsense? Life is nothing to them in Nigeria. Money is their God. They have taken the reward before heaven comes at all. Everything is about money, money, money. They don't care. They don't care at all. They just want money, money. Anything not to do with money, they're not going to answer you. They're not going to talk to you. Why can we not have Nigerian passport? Why can it not be produced in Nigeria? Why can it not be issued? Why is the citizens suffering? Why the sufferness? What if people want to travel in emergency? They want to, because there's no better education in Nigeria anymore. So people want to go to school abroad. So if you don't issue them passport and they've got their conditional, unconditional thing to get out of the country, they're not going to be able to travel. Why is Nigeria lacking in everything? Don't let anybody tell you that there is no problem in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen out there, only 1% are rich in Nigeria, and you either belongs to the oil guru. And for you to belong to the oil guru, the starting point is 185 million naira. And that is if you have got somebody there in the first instance that you have provided and paid for the documentation at about 80 to 100 million already. And you must have somebody of caliber to stand for you as a surety. It's only 1% in Nigeria that is getting the flavor. If you don't have Godfather in Nigeria, you are going to suffer. And that is why a lot of people attached with us in the diaspora, thinking that at least those who are in the diaspora will be assisting and helping them. It is a shame, and I will not stop saying it. It is a shame with the current situation in Nigeria or the passport issue. It is bad. I can't get one. They denied me, despite the fact that I have the money to pay them at ransom, at huge level. They couldn't get one out for me. They couldn't get one out yesterday. It wasn't yesterday. I have instructed them all over a week or so. They could not get one out. So where are we heading? The correction has to be made. And it is only you and I that can advocate for those who are on the grassroots. Because those on the grassroots are fighting for their data. So there will be no time for them. There will be no time for them to waste data online like this. Hello?
Hello,
I'm on a public page now. Are you want to talk about the things I'm talking about?
Oh, no, I'll call you.
Okay, call me back. So, ladies and gentlemen out there, do you have an opinion? If you have opinion that you want to share, I'm on 07908 628 240. 07908 628 240. Let the world hear your mind. Do you have opinion? Are you not a coward? If you are a coward, you will not be able to speak out. You will be shaking and be afraid of who is listening to your voice. But at the stage we are today, there is no need to be scared about who is listening to voice anymore. You can see my face is out. Did I ever hide to you? Did I ever say I'm Lagbaja? I've never used the word Lagbaja in my name, so why shouldn't I bring out my face? The point here is that, how long are we going to continue like this? Hello?
Hello, my name is Kenya. I'm calling from Manchester.
Do you want to contribute to what I'm saying now, madam?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Please proceed.
Nigeria, I agree with you that Nigeria is actually a very failed nation. Last week, the ambassador was in Manchester, and we proposed a question. We put the question forward to him that the passport issue, and he told us that all the problems will be resolved. People can now get their passports within 2 weeks. In fact, he actually said within a week you can get your passport out. I'm not sure how far this is true. Nation. This is a country where now doctors are now into armed robbery. This is a country where snake would eat millions of naira and nothing is being done about it. Yes, Nigeria is a failed nation, and I think the vulnerable people living in Nigeria, they are in trouble. We don't know how to live this country anymore. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Thank you, madam. So the ambassador promised that the passport is available. It will be issued within a week or two.
I recorded the video, it's on my wall. Yes, he said it, that the issue of the immigration problem is now resolved. I thought you can get it in 2 weeks. And the High Commission, there's no problem. That's what he said in Manchester. Yeah, last week.
But as we speak now, that's not the case. You can tell now from what I'm saying. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Interesting. Hey. Join us live right now. We are talking about the issue of Nigerian passport, either in the diaspora or at the local level in Nigeria. What is the problem? Why Nigerian is failing its citizens to provide passport? You know, I have not been speaking about this issue. You know, a lot of people have been talking about it. But if I don't see evidence, I don't like to waste my time on something that I cannot prove. And I've said to you, unless it's proven and tested, I will not come out and talk rubbish. Because there's no point somebody talking that it doesn't affect you. But if you're affected, then you have points in this kind of show program. I was badly affected. So that's what I'm talking now. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Anyway, they said he got to Nigeria and they said they didn't take him. They took him to police station. While the guy was there, he phoned some of his friends.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw the caliber of people that came, they went and brought our people. And this is what they found the guys doing. At that point, you know, the guy doesn't have any witness. He was his one against the police. And this is what they call the guy doing. So they have to look for a way to settle the police. And to be honest, the guy was to spend 3 weeks. He bought his certificate immediately. This guy doesn't want to get his license. He doesn't even go to Nigeria anymore.
Did you hear that?
Do that to him. Imagine if he doesn't have anybody. So it's a terrible state. It all depends on, you know, what you experience. Some people have experienced something far worse than that. It's a terrible state. If I don't look on my word, you know, sometimes when I look at that country, I feel like crying. This country, you don't have to know anybody before they do things for you. You don't have to know anybody.
Exactly.
But your right to be given to you. And if you feel your right that thing is being took or tampered with, you can take it off without knowing anybody.
Exactly.
When you even have rights, you even know somebody, you have to know somebody to survive in that country. You
Yes.
have to. So it's a terrible state, man. It's nothing to, in Nigeria, just, we don't have to keep on looking. Because all these factors are supposed to even say something else. You even collect from the poor ones. So it's a terrible state, man. All of our law, man.
Ọlọ́run kó ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ni o, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. We're on the issue of scarcity of Nigerian passports in Nigeria, affecting the diaspora. Scarcity of Nigerian passports in Nigeria that is affecting the diaspora. For how long are we going to carry on in this manner, ladies and gentlemen? If you have an opinion, if you have something to say, the woman that called earlier, Madam Kemi, said that Ambassador was at Manchester last week. He was interviewed, and he said the issues has been resolved. It was a mere talk. It wasn't resolved. And he said, in fact, passport will come out within a week. That was misrepresentation. I don't want to use local language. I will use law language. That was misrepresentation. That's not true. It's not true. They haven't got it on ground at all. So it's nowhere available at the moment. That's the point. It is nowhere available at the moment. There's no passport. Now, in the first instance, why should they contract it out to non-Nigeria, into another country completely? That's the question I'm asking now. And at standstill, Shagbo, Mr. Kwamdi Adebola Adebi said, I am in Nigeria and at a standstill because my driver's license is still not ready after renewed since April 2017 with a capture bypass for that matter. Roslyn Fadipe, go ahead, sister. Buck the system. I support you. If you really want to see how shameful our immigration officers are, go to Badagry border area and the border. It's like clusters of criminals in action. Oh my God. They are so bad of the immigration, Nigerian immigration. Kemi O'Neill. Jennifer Thomas. Good afternoon, my dear Gio, prophetess. Good afternoon. Thank you, Olawale Folorunsho. Cassandra Adebolu said it's not only the passport system not working, but also the postal system. We posted an item to Victoria Island and it's been a month with no arrival of the parcel. Isn't it a shame? Isn't it a shame? How is business going to move around? Believe me or not, I have begun to realize that I have a crowd in Nigeria. But let me tell you, the system is not helping me to work faster the way I work in England. It's so difficult. My clients are crying on my head as we are speaking because everything is slow in Nigeria. In terms of electricity, is a problem. The network is completely shambolic. Look at here now. Sky is your starting point. In Nigeria, it is so difficult to operate office there. The complaint is out of proportion. The system is not working. The network issues is a problem because everybody wants to create a network arena. They want to start their own communication line without even being able to understand what is behind it. They forget that the cable has to go under the sea. And it's a lot of money for that cable to be installed underwater. Communication cable is not on the ground. Iweleka now. Abe omi lo nlo is going underwater. And for them to install it, for you to be able to take it from where you are going to pull it from, you have to take approval from the country that you are going to pull it from. If you want to attach it to United Kingdom to use O2 on Vodafone or Airtel or Glo on O2, it has to go through properly. It has to be done. And if you are licensed and you are not paying their license every time, of course they will disrupt the network. What is going on? Everybody wants to create things that somebody else is doing. Why can't you stand and do something unique? Why can't you do a unique thing? How is it going to work? How are we going to approve it? How are we going to continue like this? Thank you. Do you understand? Yes. It is sad and saddening. And I'm telling you, as we speak right now, I'm not a dual citizen. No, I don't have the dual nationality as we speak. I am going to give them the last straw to test the water again, apply for Nigerian passport in the diaspora here. And I will go through the normal channel without using any back door. I want to test it. Let them fail me. Then I will I will destroy their passport in their presence. I will cut it and I will throw it to their officer. I will go into the ambassador office with camera and I will throw it at him. Because it's not fair. It's not fair. Look at us in the United Kingdom. British passport, you have your money. Procedure, proper procedure, make a phone call. Fill in the application. It will be obtained the same day if you want it. If you have emergency transit, you want to leave on emergency, you can get British passport on the same day without bribe or corruption. You understand? You can get British passport on the same day without corruption, without even bribing anybody. So I actually cannot understand why it's a big deal. Why it's now becoming a big issue. For somebody to understand that Nigeria needs to produce passport for its citizens to use. And now how long are we going to continue with this? If everybody is now denouncing Nigeria, who are you going to use? The Jacarios, the unknown, the empty barrels, the brainless, that can rule without even thinking, that cannot even read the law properly, or cannot even write the Oxford English Dictionary. For a country to survive, for a country to succeed, for a country to excel, you need the caliber caterpillar of your citizens who are well-read, who have gone worldwide, who have traveled, who are exposed, who can bring in ideas, who can execute ideas with confidence, without shaking, without looking back, without thinking about what the next door neighbor is going to think about the opinion. Those are the people that they put in parliament in the United Kingdom. That is why they use Oxford and Cambridge most times in parliament. Because they have been properly brought up. To have that confidence in time of war, in time of problem, in time of questioning, in time of shaking, the confidence is there. Another woman would have relinquished her power if it's not Mrs. May and said she's tired. Mrs. May is going ahead. She's even seeking to come in for the next election if God give it to her. And that's what they call confidence. Travel far, wide and left, right and back. That's what they call confidence. But if the system is not helping and encouraging those who are in the country, who's going to come out who are well read, of what use? What is the point for a mother that sent his son to university to go and read, and at the end of the day could not get a good job, could not even partake in the policies of his country? It has to be the same set of people doing it all the time, the same carcass, the same surname all the time, parabolating and going round. The godfather will call them by their name and say, listen, go and hold the ministry of that place for me. Is that how politics is run? Using the same surname all the time, going round and round the same cycle. Please tell me for how long we're going to continue like that. I am not happy with what happened, what I saw yesterday on the soil. The immigration officers that were partaking in that incident yesterday, they will find themselves to regret that they did that. Believe me, they will regret that they did it. Because my plan in life is to make sure that I get an answer for a question. And if they cannot give me an answer, they're in trouble, believe it or not. But I'm saying categorically, it cannot continue in that manner. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on 07908-628-240. Share the program. Share as many times as you can. Please share it. Please share it. You understand? Please share it. The one in the house should spread it and let the one that is in the village hear. The one that is not online, share it and let them have it. If you can pass it as a WhatsApp, use it as a WhatsApp. Who cares? Do you understand? And if you're doing it as WhatsApp me back on it and let me have my own image and my own talk. I get no care for anything. Not in this world again. Because the truth must be spoken. The truth must be spoken. All the Madam Ransom Kuti, they are not at my head when they start standing right for human rights. Mary's lecture was not up to my age. Never, Bruce Ferry. I'm not getting younger. An impact has to be left. The footprint must be written there and must be traced. What is not good is not good at all. And that's the word we are using now. We are going to trace it back. The reason why Nigerian passport cannot be printed in Nigeria, we want to know. The reason why the covers are not available, we want to know. Do you understand? We want to know. We cannot keep quiet like this. People said it's been a while that it's been happening. I know that as a lawyer, as a practitioner in the United Kingdom, in the diaspora, my clients have been telling me that they have been complaining that they cannot get passport. And if you don't get passport, you cannot get application done with the Secretary of State in the United Kingdom. So it's a double jeopardy. It's a double jeopardy. I was leaving Nigeria, so they're not supposed to take money from me for visa. They took money that they would never deliver to the authority on ground. The officers were going to share the money among themselves. Isn't it a shame? Isn't it a shame? Corruption on every level in Nigeria. Jennifer Thomas, exactly. Country where snakes eat millions of naira. Country where a medical doctor is now into armed robbery. The vulnerable people are now in trouble. Yes. Bukola Abukibalogu said, I don't think we can come off it, ma. Okay. Ogao, true talk. Corruption everywhere. That's right, my prophetess. Snakes swallowed money in Nigeria alone. Olushola died. Really? Not only Nigeria, it's all other African countries. My dear, we're not talking about any other African country. We have to control Nigeria before we can control Zimbabwe, Ghana, or other country. That is the problem of Ghanaians, the problem of Zimbabwean, the problem of Gambians. That is their problem. The problem of Nigerian has to be looked into by Nigerians, not by any other country that we should be talking about other country. No. Some people are ash on somebody else's children. Their children are spoiled. I'm not like that. You treat your children the way you want others to treat them, or you treat other children the way you want people to treat your children. That's the way it's done. So I'm not talking about Ghana, Gambia, or Zimbabwe, because I don't understand their culture and their system. So I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to talk down about them. But the country that I understood well about what they are doing, At least if I'm not being arrogant, they took me back to Nigeria in the year that I can vividly remember, and I've spent a lot of years in Nigeria, so I can understand the culture, the tribe, everything in Nigeria. It's not working well. I'm sorry, it's not working. I'm not talking about Ghana. I don't have time. If the Ghanaian government bring their problem on my desk and we ask my people to investigate it before I talk about it, or my Ghanaian person bring it down. But the Nigerian issue is a problem. It's a big problem, and it's a slap. It's a slap on the well-read people, on the academic, on people who know what they are doing. For how long are we going to continue? You understand? We cannot continue in that manner. Something needs to be done. I'm on a live program.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. You understand? Something needs to be done. It cannot carry on in that manner. A lot of people are afraid to go back to Nigeria after so many years due to all these issues. A very big problem. Good afternoon, mommy. Good afternoon, dear. Yeah, you can call in, my dear. I'm on 07908 628240. Of course, you can call in. The whole idea is for people to bring out their opinion. You know, 07908 628 Please call in. Yes, now. Of course, you have to call in. Of course, yes. The whole idea is to let people understand what is happening. So share the program. Let them know that something is not working here. We should stop pretending. Big brother nation. And be saying that they are the big brother to Ghana. They are the big brother to Togo, to Lome, to this. Who cares about big brother? Have you not seen the way God has blessed the younger ones in the Bible from day one to the end? Have you not seen how people operate from behind and can see what their brothers are doing wrongly in the front? The way it's going is not good. I'm on 07908 628240. Join me live right now. Is it proper for Nigerian government to contract Nigerian passport to Malaysian? Is it okay for Nigerian citizens not to be able to get Nigerian passport in Nigeria? What is going on? The level of corruption, is it high or low? Let's focus on the issue of passports. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, Tokunbo Olagbaye, I'm on 07908 628240. Hello from Ireland. Hi.
Hello, ma. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. Who is this?
It's a sister.
Okay, carry on then.
Yes, ma. It's a very good topic you have today, ma.
Thank you.
Very good topic. And I think we all have to come together. If we start, we're going to follow you, ma. It's a very, very good topic. I think the problem we have is our government. Said something that our passport is they're printing in Malaysia. That is a disgrace. I have a problem like that in Ireland, the same thing. Before you can get your passport, you will wait for weeks, for months. Even when I went to Nigeria, it's the same thing. You have to bribe APC to the bank before you can get your passport. And when I was coming back again, they told me my Nigerian passport and my Irish passport, the name is not the same. No, my picture. In fact, the immigration said my picture is not the same. So that means it's going to be different because I took one in Nigeria, I took one in Ireland. They collected about 20,000 for me because the guy said, if you don't give me something, I'm going to delay you.
And you don't want somebody who's not going anywhere to delay you.
Exactly. I don't want them to delay me. I have to catch a bike flight. I'm going to work tonight when I get to Ireland.
Exactly. That's the point. It's not that we are daft to give the money.
Actually, when I go to the airport, I always have like 100,000.
You are not the only one, my sister. Apart from holding 50,000 to 70,000 cash with me, I have cards. I have that pounds ready because I know that they can be an idiot. Anything they will use they can use anything as an excuse.
40,000 remain in my pocket out of 100,000.
40,000.
I'm telling you, man. 40,000 remain in my pocket. Honestly. Where if you're on the 40,000, you learn about the more not to come and blow the color. And the rest of Nigeria for more than me. Because I don't want something that will delay me. That country is gone, honestly. And there's somebody on that platform today. She was saying that she's okay. Her children was born in England, blah, blah, blah. She came back to Nigeria. Good for you, madam.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay in Nigeria. Good for you. A lot of people are dying in Nigeria. They don't have money.
Thank you.
People are suffering there.
Thank you.
Doctor is not a ham robber.
Thank you.
Doctor, engineer is a mechanic.
Thank you.
No woman, you don't need to say, but if you're happy, good for you.
Thank you.
For you, madam, or sir, whoever is under that person.
I'm going to read the name. I will check the name.
Whoever is there, a lot of people are suffering in that country.
Good for her.
The way our pastors, our followers, they are going on Facebook now. That country is calm, and we need to do something. What is Buhari?
I cannot even stay in a house that I use my sweat to build or to buy. I have to be paying huge in hotel because I find peace and security there. I am among people. I am not alone.
You can't trust anybody. Nobody to trust. The person you are giving the most money to every day, and said the whole thing.
Oluwa.
Tell me, from Lagos to Ibadan, from Lagos to Ibadan, we'll be afraid to go on that express all the time.
Yeah, you are not lying. Of course, you are not lying.
We're afraid to go on that express all the time.
Yes.
I don't know what to do. We were scared to go home.
Benny. Welcome to the world. Exactly.
We don't know what to do, and we are tired of living here. We that we are born here, we are tired.
Exactly.
We want to go home and be happy at home. But how can we happy at home?
Exactly.
This has to be done. We need to do something. We all need to do something about it. Our America not for the Nigerian passport to that. Our Canada are not the same thing. Our Ireland is the same thing. Our UK not the same thing. Why?
Because see passport, what man sort I don't care about the language until until test there. I tested it myself. I tested it. More than Sukusino for Nigeria.
In fact, we are not going anywhere.
More than Sukusino for one.
The money is just calculated within the power people. We are not going anywhere.
And if you see the way they are spending Nigerian money overseas,
I know.
cash, nothing Riley, you will be amazed. You will be shocked.
Even here in Ireland.
Yeah.
They buy houses like pure water. It's everywhere, man. But I want to let it push it. I want to go home and pass it for the rest of the hour and push it. People talk about the expense. Can't they not successfully?
Exactly.
You'll be afraid. When that's what you don't know it's serious or a mission as well. I mean, that country is sick. I'm sorry to say it's sick. I'm born and brought up in Nigeria, but there's nothing we can do. We just have to leave that country completely. I'm telling you. I will not take my I don't trust anybody in that country. I can only trust myself. I don't trust anybody in that country. That's the way we are in our country. God will help us, man. God will help us.
Thank you, ma. Fantastic contribution. Thank you so much. Lesson learned again through you. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, good money and your money. And your money is good money. I want no money, me or more. So, but to my people, like by any, any tone sorrow. But its opinion is so similar. Opinion is so similar at this critical stage we are. Things is not working the way it's supposed to be working. We're not happy. And I think it was a big slap on the face. It was a big slap. For how long are we going to continue in this manner? Did you hear what she said? She can't bring her children to Nigeria because she doesn't want anybody to poison them. She cannot trust anyone. She cannot leave them on their own. Imagine having a house, having houses, and you cannot even sleep in one of them overnight. And you have houses in about 4 states in that country, and you can't sleep in one of them other than to be staying in a hotel like an idiot all the time. And when people see you staying in a hotel, they think you are Mrs. Nobody. But I prefer you to think like that to me. As long as I know what I'm doing, I don't care about your thoughts. Because security is important to me. My security is important. Because when I'm flying on risk. I cannot even, until I return back to Heathrow. That is when I can now say, oh, thank God. Home at last. You know, home at last. You cannot afford to fall sick in Nigeria. You'll be thinking, how would you do it? Because there is no emergency services. It is a country where they ask for money before they heal people. Money is the priority. How long are we going to continue like that? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on 07908-628-240. The situation in Nigeria, is it good? Is it okay? Are you happy? The lady was saying that somebody said that she took her children back to Nigeria. She's staying there. Because you have Godfather. I haven't read the person who said it, even if you are my sister. Let me respond back to you politely. Don't get the situation mixed up. Anyone can go to Nigeria and return back to Nigeria. But you will not be taught, if you don't put things in place properly, you'll be forced to return back. Because in the first instance, the way you consume Naira, if you calculate it back in pounds, you are a dead person. So I don't bother to calculate or to put it back in pounds. I don't want to think about that. Because I know in 10 years, I cannot waste money in that manner. But the currency in Nigeria is useless. So there is nothing you can do about that now. You just have to carry on enjoying your life. Protect yourself. Buy things that you need. You cannot hide it. Now, how long are we going to carry on like this for? You can't get passport to travel out of the country on emergency. You're stuck in one place. The people that are not supposed to get money from you are asking you for bribe. Why don't they understand what the needs are? A government that cannot understand the needs of his people is not government. That kind of government is not government. You know, I've been trying to avoid to talk against any government. If you notice all my program, I have been trying to avoid it very hard. To talk against politicians, talk against religion people, I've been avoiding it. But if any of them step on toes, including the religion person, I will talk about them. I want to focus on the issue of morality and things happening within the society. I want to continue to encourage the diasporans, the human rights people. I want to continue to tell people that we need to move forward. My idea is to educate. It's not to discourage. And that's the way I want to remain. I don't want to talk against politicians because I haven't been there. But what I saw made me understand that it's not working. Believe me, it's not working. It's not working. It's not working at all. How can I not get... And how can you take money from me when I am leaving your country, when I'm not holding your passport anymore? All you should have told me yesterday is to release your damn passport to you and let me live with my British passport because I wasn't born as a Nigerian. I have already come to the world before I decided to have the dual nationality. And if you think you don't need me, I don't need you either. So I don't care. I will come in and play the game and go back again the way it is. My aim economically is to make money, work hard and make my money with my sweat. So I don't have time to, maybe somebody's thinking that I'm looking for position in the government. To fear. If I'm called, I will answer them, I will correct things for them. But I'm not begging people. I don't worship human beings. I worship God. It's only God that creates way for you when there is no way for others. That is my belief, and it has always been working for me well. I know who I am. I cannot exchange my destiny for anything. It's not working. It's not working, Benga. It's not working up. It's not working at all. And I don't know why somebody don't understand that this thing is not working. If Nigerian ambassador to the United Kingdom is giving unnecessary news, we will see face to face, and I will ask questions. You see, I don't like to step on the authorities, on the stakeholders, on my superior. But when I note that things they are saying is misrepresenting or that a public view, I will speak out. If it's not what it's supposed to be saying, it's what they are saying. It has to be amended. The statement must be amended. There has to be correction. We cannot carry on like this. Fingers are not equal. So people should understand that when you say you took your family back on granddad, that's it. Because you have Godfather. I can't pull out anyhow. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot pull. Every penny I spend in Nigeria comes from United Kingdom. Orisun. So, I must always revert back to United Kingdom and give God the glory all the time. If you have 100,000 in Nigeria, when you calculate it, how much is it? Probably £150 or £120 when you sell or buy. When you are buying pounds, your 100,000 will only give you £120. Allah care. And if you have 1 million naira in Nigeria, trust me, when you are buying pounds, the bad news is that you might not get more than 1,100. That is the bad news with your 1 million naira. You know, it used to be 4,000 pounds. You might not get more than 1,000 plus with your 1 million naira now. You'll get it. Hello?
Hello, ma.
Yes, sir. Are you joining us on this program?
Yeah, you see the passport issue we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know when people talk sometimes, you could sense that they've lost touch with home. When they talk that they are not even connected. They don't have anybody they relate with back home. You can see from when they talk. It's we that have got touch, we see how people back home. You can see that passion. You can feel it when we talk. See these people making comments on Facebook, they do this. You go and check them very well. They are one of the son and daughters of these people we are talking about that's running that country. So why would one expect them to talk bad about the country? In this country, when I come and visit, I now understand the meaning of passport. Read British passport. It says give all the necessary assistance. I don't know if you come across that word somewhere in the British passport.
It's there. Yes, it's there. I don't know whether I have a copy of British passport here, but it's there. It's there. Yeah, exactly. It's there. Give us every necessary assistance. Yeah. 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 You want to put your Nigerian passport on eBay? I like this. What is? Did you hear that, public? I know. I know it's a jungle country, but I don't know how we can get ourselves involved and see whether things can be resolved. But one alone cannot do it. Thank you. I will turn out my pocket. I will bring it out. Turn it so you can see there's nothing inside. So when you talk to me, I'm like, outside you can see my pocket. There's nothing there anymore. So your colleague are calling everything. They just want you to go. But you want to escape them. Are you serious? Okay. Did you hear what the young man said? Only if it's possible, he's going to put his Nigerian passport on eBay. And you know what they do on eBay? Unlawful for sale, me. I wanted to take hard scissors and cut it in the presence of the ambassador if he failed on the last attempt. My cut, and when I'm cutting my children's passport there as well. You know, I'll be cutting it and cutting the children's one as well because they were born in England. But we have passion for Nigeria. That's what we are just trying to do. But tell me, Tim Oban travel frequently about obtain Nigerian passport. Shall want you Jisho lo fe obtain it. Lo fe ma jafun. Shall want you Jisho. Please, let's talk where the talk needs to be talked. Hello? You understand? What is not good is not going, it's not good at all. And it's not worth doing. That is just the situation. How long are we going to continue like this for? And a lot of people think that we're just going to be saying yes, sir, yes, ma, yes, ma, yes, sir, because we're in the diaspora. Lie. Possible. We are head and we're not tail, and we're not going to become tail. Possible. It's so unfair. There's so many people that have got their status through me, my office alone. They cannot travel because Nigerian government has not issued them passport to come into the country. And you know what? Economy loans wasted down. When people want to travel in and out, they can ride floating. The economy is having problem. There's an impact. You see, traveling in and out of the country is improving economy. Because when they come in, they spend money. Or what only few people we can spend that money within that short period now. Please, common sense must prevail. And that is how to improve economy. If the government is taxing its citizens properly, that is how you should be generating income into the country. Now, you are not issuing them passport to travel into the country. Is that not a big problem? From Chicago in the United States. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here. Lower your device for us to hear each other. Please lower your device. Lower your device.
Hello.
Hello there. Hi. Yeah, please carry on.
Most people in Nigeria don't think they have a problem. We talk too much because we have their life right now. People are going more for us. That is why, for example, when the Fulani argument was finished, and some of us in the diaspora are like talking about like so Nigerians don't understand our problem. That we're in America, we're just shouting. That we're in America, we're just discussing like we don't have.
I cannot grasp what you are saying, and my fans are thinking. I'm thinking that they are complaining as well. They can't hear you. I can't hear you either. I'm struggling to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Can you see if you can type us? Can you type us? Yeah, please try to type me. I cannot hear the American Chicago accent. It's not clear at all. It's not that the accent is having problem. The accent is fine. But I think I am not be able to, I cannot get the communication clear from Chicago in the United States. Now, those who know me knows that I don't actually like to attack my fans on my program. But when I see a statement that is not in the interest of every other people, I get crossed. I am not going to attack this statement that says I live in Nigeria. I am not into oil business. By God's grace, my children have British passport school in UK. British passport, school in UK, back in Nigeria. By God's grace, we are doing fine. Every country in the world have their own problems. Nigeria, we will survive. Amen. I can never live overseas because you have help from the above. You don't have to be into oil, but you have help. That is why. You see, sometimes we need to get things right. We need to speak on the majority side. Let me tell you, I can't struggle if I live in Nigeria. But that's not my point. That's not my aim. That's not the purpose of my birth. My birth to this world is not to be selfish and be thinking selfishly, self-centered. I will not have problem if I live in Nigeria because I'm not going to pay rent. And I'll be collecting rents. And I have business. So money will be coming in. And I am not paying school fees in Nigeria. So I will be okay. But I was not born to speak for myself. Every good leader must not stand up and say, hi, 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 myself and I. A good leader must use the word we. You must carry your entourage, your people along when you are talking, when you are speaking as a leader. A true leader that was born as a leader. So with due respect, without wanting to step on anybody's toes, let us watch what we type on this platform. Because some people are not happy. And they have told me privately. And they have reverted to those comments. So please be careful. Anybody individually will survive out of selfishness. But when it comes to carrying the majority along, I think we should think about people that we are surrounded with. From the day I was born, I've always known that I am not alone. So I don't do things alone. I think about people around me, and those who know me can test it. So I will not encourage that language. Opinion is quite good, but please, when it's going to make other upset, let's keep it to ourselves and try to be human. Don't make other people next door to you be feeling inferior. It is not good. It's not Christian-like, and it's not religious-like self. Don't make the next door neighbor look inferior to you, even if you are driving a whatever car we are driving. You should not make them look inferior to you, because they might be better off in another area. It's been tested. I've seen it. Amy, I don't look down on people. And I dislike those who look down on people. And I will continue to say it. You see, if you read your Bible carefully, and you read your Bible very well, you have made me deviate in a short spirit. But I will go back to the issue of that topic. In that particular Bible that I read, and I have known as a scripture and as a literature book for Christians, he said he didn't bless you alone. He blessed you to bless others. So when you are talking about me, myself, and I, it becomes too so selfish, and it irritates others. Please be careful. It irritates others. They're not happy with that language. They have read it. So, ladies and gentlemen on my platform, let me encourage you that we're in this battle together. We're not going to give up. So please share this program. We want to know the reason why Nigerian government is not understanding the needs of its citizens. A leader must always understand the needs of his people. That's the point, rule 1, anywhere in the world. I didn't come here to play, to make a joke. Why can we not print Nigerian passport in Nigeria? Why must it be contracted out to Malaysia? Are we saying we don't have competent, eligible, credit people in Nigeria that are trustworthy? I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny at all. I applied for a renewal of my passport on Tuesday. Yeah, you know people, Adeleke, your surname shows that you might have your backbone there, okay? And you pay £20 because you have backbone there. Yeah, Ahmed Adeleke, you might have somebody there that assisted you, okay? And they might give you somebody else's passport that somebody has paid for. So it's not funny, rara. The issue has not been resolved. For God's sake, cry and loud. I am not here to make a joke, please. I have tested it. The issue has not been resolved. So please, let us correct ourselves. Thank you, Dare. Thank you, Miss Kemi. Thank you. No, Britain never contracted anything out of the country. I am a UK citizen and I stand corrected. I stand corrected. It wasn't contracted. Look at the biometric card. People get visa to come and pick up their biometric card in the UK. It was not contracted. And the only place they will issue it is in Croydon here. That's the security office. That is the most highest security home building in the home office. It wasn't contracted. To dissuade and to discourage fraud and corruption. It was not contracted. Please correct me properly. Let us get our information right, because I'm going to get cross here. It wasn't contracted. Anybody wants to issue the biometric card has to be within the country. It has to be done here by the authority of the United Kingdom government. I am not here to make a joke. There are times you joke on matters. There are times things there's no space to joke. I am sad. I am not happy here. And I meant my English. I'm not here to make a joke at all. I am not here. Please go ahead.
Hello, my name is Bola Larinde. I was just listening to your comments, and there was a lady that just made a comment that everybody is living fine in Nigeria.
Thank you, Dari.
I know where she's coming from. You know, I came into this country when I was 13 years old, and I go back home regularly. Part of me is British, part of me is Nigeria. People are not living fine in Nigeria.
Thank you. Points noted. Thank you. Please speak on.
Yeah, we don't need to deceive ourselves.
Thank you.
Fine in Nigeria.
Living fine, Ibo. At the expense of others, at the expense of others' happiness. Living fine, Ibo. Please carry on, Joe.
So if people are living fine, a friend of mine was begging me for 20,000 naira like 3 weeks ago.
Thank you.
They were living fine. I'd love to have a number to tell her why is she living fine. There must be one of the politicians.
Definitely. Definitely. And that's why people pay the hotel 100,000 per night, 200,000 per night. And somebody's telling me I won't living fine. Please come off it. Carry on.
These people in Nigeria are living fine. Poor people are getting poor.
Exactly.
You know, and I love your program and I'm enjoying it, man. You're doing so well.
Thank you, dear.
Suffering back home.
Thank you.
Suffering back home.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. We should watch what we say. And I meant it. We should watch it. We should be careful. We should not make things look juicy when they are not rosy. Looking fine, Nibo. People cannot use public school anymore in Nigeria. They have to start sending children to private school, private body. Eh? Public school, they like woman lumby, but I thought they were much better than private school in Nigeria. Children go from home to school here. They go to public school, they go to grammar school here and be happy. But in Nigeria, they cannot use the facilities anymore. It's not there. The teachers are not paid. There is no road, there's no light, there's nothing. Security is shambles. So who is telling me what? What are you saying? You understand? What are you saying, for God's sake? Because I actually cannot understand what people are saying here anymore. What are you saying? We need to get our points right. The fingers are not equal. Me, myself, and I is what is killing life. Me, myself, and I don't care about others once I'm happy. No. You can derive happiness through giving, through making others happy. You too can derive your happiness. Come off it, please, and stop using the language that is not worth using. Thank you. Hello. Please go ahead. You see, nothing is working. The system only work for the bug guilds and not for the submarine cable. I see. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Yes, this is Ola Yomi Koiki, and it's very good to be part of your platform this afternoon. I think what people don't understand is the reality on ground is a different ball game from what people see on Facebook. I was in Nigeria for 76 days, and I was there from October last year. I only came back in January 6th, and almost every day I was crying. And the reason why I was crying is the level of the poverty is just too high.
Thank you.
You know, from the moment you go out, you just ask yourself, where is the government? I mean, even if all this corruption money that has been recovered, just put it back into, the whole 774 local government. I was in Ogun State. I traveled around some of the schools. I cried, and you ask yourself, where is the government? And when we are talking, we are lamenting and complaining, people think, because we are outside the country. But at least I was still in the country for 76 days, and it's just too high. The level, I traveled down to Iwokwe, which is a Ijebu water side. It's a complete cut out. Nothing like, any kind of facility working in there. And that should have been, the biggest paper mill in the whole of Africa. People should go and Google it. Number 3 in the world. Nothing is working in that axis.
Exactly.
And, it's good that maybe they will listen to you, because sometimes when we come in and we are showing, I was trying as much as possible to bring the reality using almost every day. I was doing live coverage from Lagos and between Lagos and Ogun State. Almost every day, just for people to see, the reality on ground, from Oshodi, to Yanobaja to Agege. As early as 6 o'clock in the morning, you see children outside selling. As late as 10 o'clock in the night, they're still hawking on the street. Anyways, let somebody come in. To be honest, I don't know what we can do, but I believe every one of us has a responsibility. And the little we can do will make a big difference. And you doing it, everyone is trying to do it. But if people are saying that there's no poverty, I just want them to live in Nigeria, not on holiday, because people think by going on.
Exactly. The people think by going on holiday, they can get the information. No, you have to live in Nigeria to get the situation in Nigeria. You cannot go there on holiday and think that you got the grasp of it. No, it's not working like that. You have to be on the grassroots. Go baby, live there for some time. That is where you will know hell. If you live in Nigeria 1 year, you will finish your spending if you're not careful. Unless your husband or your family is popping money from England. Hello?
Hello, ma.
Yeah, hi there.
Yeah, well done, ma. I'm so grateful. Who said, she lives in Nigeria, and she's not in oil company. The thing is, people are suffering in Nigeria. This guy is not thinking wherever she's living, she probably bypasses people who are begging on the street, mothers, fathers who don't even have 5 naira for pure water. She will even bypass them on her, maybe one high-end car that she got or whatever she has, and will not even, stop or blink and eat to help these people. The fact that we are all living life for
Exactly.
So I just pray that God will help us.
Exactly.
And help you as well.
Exactly.
And protect you.
Amen.
So that we will all move forward. In
Amen.
Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you. Do you think I don't love Nigeria? That I go there nearly every 6, 8, 10 weeks? You think I don't love the country that I travel into all the time? Please spare me that English. Somebody who is saying that maybe we should all come home. You don't tell an adult how to run their lives. But if there is no love in the situation, you don't go near that thing. It is evidence of love that makes people like us come home. Kilo de kilo cost, not say goodbye. It's evidence of love and the people that we still have there that we cannot afford to overlook. Listen, when something is not good, it's not good. Emma come up pe ojo ni ojo mo. Don't let us call ojo rain. Don't let us call it a name. Giving it to somebody else's name. The noun is not the same. They are different. And you look at situation of things. When it's not working, it's not working here. Stop doing the cover up if you are not eating there. Hello? Hello?
Hello, ma.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, is this Tokumaba?
Yes, it's me.
Yeah, hello, good evening, ma. Mommy, thank you so much for your program, and I appreciate what you're doing, ma. I just want to, hello?
Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to make a contribution on the live program that you're airing now.
Please go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, in 2015, December, I was in Nigeria, and I was at the airport coming back home. December 27th, I like going to the airport. Can you hear me, man?
Yes, sir, yes, yes.
Yeah, I was at the airport, so, and I like going to the airport like 2-3 hours before my departure so that I can do whatever I need to do, have more time, and come back home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and while I was at the airport, somebody approached me. You could see that it wasn't on uniform, you could see that it was his house. And the next thing he told me was that, do you want to join the fast lane? So I was like, fast lane? I said, what was that? So he now said that we have the regular queue, then we have the fast one. I said, okay, so you tell me more, what was the fast lane about? And I said I had to give him part away with some money. So I was like, are you serious? And right there and then, my present, people were giving him money, and we'll just open a small barricade, and they will go inside to the fast lane. And I was like, come on, what's happening in this country?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I was so dumbfounded. I was like, really? We're not even talking about the trolley that you pay money. It doesn't happen in the UK yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a link called fasting that you have to pay money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was like, what is really? I mean, this thing, they're doing it openly. It's not something that is hidden. It's all open. And that's the great nation, Nigeria, that we call the giant of Africa. And it's so, I don't know, I think we thank for a program like this where we can air
exactly.
what we've gone through in terms of these hoodlums in I don't know what to call them, you know. So but this is just a platform we can air our grievances. And we know Nigeria is going to be great by, you know, engaging ourselves in all these discussions and airing what we've experienced and all that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I really do appreciate it.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. I don't want to mention your name because I know you must be one of my fans, but I don't want you to irritate others. Please, don't get the English wrong. The issue of passport is what we are talking about, and it's a disgrace to Nigeria not to have passport for a citizen. Do you want a whole of me to speak under my tongue? Please. I have so much respect for you, my fans, even though I don't know you individually. But I don't care about this topic. I need to say it loudly. I don't care about people's opinion. I want to put it out there. So somebody is telling me that I always love our program, but saying Nigeria is not a country to live and be happy. No, I disagree. Nobody is saying that Nigeria is not a country to live and be happy. If I don't love it, I will not be going there every now and then. Nobody's paying my ticket, and I didn't get money from the government. It's my sweat. It's part of love. Please correct that amendment, please. What we are saying here is that it's a shame and disgrace not to be able to contract the passport production within Nigeria, to be contracting it out to Malaysia. It's an insult. Secondly, it's an insult to us not to be able to obtain passport when we run out. So what are you saying? My passport run out in Nigeria because I am a dual citizen. It's not that it run out, I entered innocently, no, or ignorantly rather. It's run out in Nigeria. So I propose to take another one before coming in for a renewal. Why can't we take it to 10 years like United Kingdom? Once a child is 18, they give you 10 years. Even when a child is going to be 15, 16, the government knew that they're going to be, the face will change. So when they are coming for a renewal at the age of 16, they give them 10 years straight away instead of coming back again for another 5 years. They don't do that here in the UK. Why can't Nigerian passport go to 10 years? Why must it be 5 years? Abi? Why can't Nigerian passport go up to 10 years? Why must it be 5 years? United Kingdom passport is 10 years. US is 10 years. Everybody is 10 years. Listen, there are some people that they can spoon feed when it comes to talking opinion, but I don't take opinion. I don't get spoon feed. I speak with authoritative. I am hungry, and that's the point. I have always purporting myself on my platform not to speak about the government or religion, if you will notice, unless they step on my toes. But this actually happened to me, so I have every reason to speak. If I really want to follow third-party English, I should have spoken about this long time ago, over a year that this problem has been on. My clients always come to me and complain, but I never take that to that thing. I waited until it happens to me. I don't get spoon feed. Sorry, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I don't give spoon feed. I don't take that from anybody. I don't do what others are doing. That's why I stand out. I don't copy people. I use my head and my initiative to do things. It's not good, and it's not good here. What is not good is not good. Let us get it right. Only 1% cannot be happy in a country of almost 180 to 190 million. And you are telling me that everything is fine.
Hello,
be careful, please. Ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Hello, Jerry. Hello.
Yes, I'm calling from America.
I can tell. Yeah, North Carolina. Yeah.
This problem has been on. I used to be in the UK, and I remember clearly in 2009. I couldn't even renew. I was in the High Commission then, and that was when they revoked it. The problem we have on ground is a systemic problem. When Abacha came into power, two things he fought against were printing money overseas. He said, why do you have security minting and printing? He reversed the system, even our passport and everything. But you see, I'm not advocating for military, but by the time we came back to democratic regime, it is then we now said, we need to do biometric in compliance with world standards. Beautiful, Then the boxing scanners, then they began the process. If you see the racketeering, I was privileged to be in Nigeria and to get my children's Nigerian passport. It was war.
Thank you.
Those who say they are in Nigeria, Nigeria. Even Buhari was in UK to study.
Oh yeah, Mileno.
Let's tell the truth. The thing is, last year, exactly a year from today, last year today, $1 was 565 in Nigeria. Let us tell the truth. What people, countries will make money from tourism. There are a lot of Nigerians in diaspora. I'm in America here. I want to go home. I took my children there. They don't buy me lots of money. It is that bad. My own opinion is this. Cannot take a time to reprogram. Which is a link
Exactly.
Remember our lineage, our ancestry. But the government is not helping us. It's not really helping us. You're
Exactly.
doing very great stuff. I just have to contribute. For those who are saying, oh, I pay £40, poster order, and go. Let's be fair. When the person entered High Commission, I'll tell you this truth. In UK, more Nigerian High Commission, I felt I was in a shock. When I stepped on the road, it was a different ball game. I said, what is this? Because you can know somebody and you will have speed. But the reality is this. Do I need to know somebody? Do I need to know somebody?
Exactly. To get my entitlement.
I don't need to.
Exactly. To get what I'm entitled to.
And apply for UK passport. Why can't you do that in Nigeria? Must you go to the office, queue, fill a stupid form, bribe somebody? You know, it's a painful experience. You know, it's not, so, well, contracting it to Malaysia is not a to-do matter. It has been on. The reason it was done because if you want to save the troops, there is money to be shared from the contract.
Thank you.
When it comes to foreign exchange.
Exactly.
If you print it locally, the money will not be shared.
Exactly.
You know, so somebody is getting something from that transaction.
Thank you.
In Nigeria, there is no contract. There's no contract that someone doesn't get something.
It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Yes.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. So,
Yeah.
for me, all the people who are speaking counter what you're saying, ignore them, but I do agree, it's your platform. You have a right to determine who should contribute here or there. And people are gaining attention. The best we can do is to continue to sensitize people, make the noise. Well, hey, is our president sick? Is it functioning? Yeah, let's be real. So is it going to take an action? His SGF was caught by president for corruption activities. He's not in jail today. He has not been tried. They only said he resigned aside. So yes, you have collected money here and there, corruption drive and one thing, but let's be real. Election is in this thing, they will start pumping it out into election. You know, so
Thank you.
And I said, I need to contribute.
Okay. 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 Okay, later. All right. No worries. Lie.
I pray that God will continue to strengthen you, even as you use your platform to reach many. You know, the little many of us who like your program can do, we will actually share and continue to share and sensitize people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, bye. Yeah. Great honor and privilege to have people from other countries calling in. Nigeria and the diaspora from other nations, from United States especially, and Germany. New Zealand is on here. United Kingdom. Everybody is calling in because it's an important program, an important topic. Don't be selfish. It's a problem. Problem share is problem solved. Hello, dear.
Hello.
Yes. Please go ahead. Good afternoon.
My name is Mario. I like the program. I really enjoy what you're discussing. So I am born and just contribute. It's a shame that 2018 is like kind of condition. No matter what you know, no matter anything you do, they're not going to change. You know that.
Yeah.
The government is corrupt and
They are. Believe me. When I come on the next program, I will tell you instances that shows that the government are watching this perfectly and closely. The government are watching. Both the United Kingdom government and Nigerian government are watching this program closely. There is an incident lately that made me know that the Secretary of State agents are watching this. The stakeholders are on it. The Nigerian government are here. Their agents are here. This program is a program that this platform rather is a platform that the world is watching, and that is why I have been always careful with the uses of language.
Right. I hope something will be done. But it's really it's a shame. I was at the embassy the other time. I can't explain what I went through. I believe a lot of Nigerians are going through the same thing. You know, my wife is a foreigner. You know, the whole system is. I don't know how to explain it. It's collapsed. I don't know the people who are in charge. I don't know maybe someone is stopping them. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it's really bad. The system is really bad. In 2018, lawyer, really bad. It's really bad. But thank you for your information and everything. I'll call you because I have something to discuss with you.
Okay.
I just want to this program. I enjoy your program. I'm always with you on Facebook. Carry on. But we have some good Nigerians just like you. Some Nigerians in Diaspora that are doing very good job. But I'm telling you, government, everything is confused. They are not doing the right thing. The embassy there is so corrupt. Not talk of the whole country. You go to the embassy, they have to wait to treat you. They collect money. They have to pay. And a lot of Nigerians have to pay them just to get their own passport. You have to pay them anything. You need to be exposed. You need to be exposed.
Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you. Something happened lately, and it made me realize that I've always been saying that they are watching this program, but people don't believe me. There is no way they will not watch Facebook now, and there is no way they will not watch Tokunbo Olagbaye, because I'm on the media for a very long time, and the website is telling them I'm on media. Website is telling them that I'm a social, what is it called, guru, social the network guru. So they know. So they are watching closely. Incidents that occurred lately that I don't even have idea. It was proven that they are watching. They tested my program and they said they don't have any problem with it, because the reason why it probably happened, it must be as a result of Nigeria only Lara. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ wípé tẹ́ bá ń ṣe lára èèyàn ẹ má súnyàn débi re ni. Ẹni tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ dókè gbọ́dọ̀ ní onílára. When you are climbing stairs, you definitely have to have people to jealous you. Unless if you are not going anywhere. But it is you that are going somewhere that you must not queue with people that are not going anywhere. If not, you'll be delayed. But let me tell you, the governments of both countries are watching this program, this platform rather. So that is why I said people should be careful with what they type. Hello? Yes, sir. Okay.
The matter of ground, sometimes, you know, if you watch Nigeria closely, we have the tendency not to oppress each other. Most people, as in we like to oppress each other, carry on you want to arise a problem. We like to oppress each other.
Benny.
The way we can oppress each other, that is when we feel okay. We are comfortable with that. You see, when people are lamenting, I'm an Igbo guy. What is the unit most of Yoruba? I'm an Igbo guy. I grew up in Yoruba land, and whatever I have to say is by Yoruba. I can tell you anytime anything by Yoruba. Because if one thing we say to understand, can you what I was talking about in Yoruba? It's nothing when you go to the south. It's like a man come up with poverty. Ma, I want to tell you something that happened Christmas. Christmas, I always give something. To my phone thing, on the phone. Can you be able to talk with the Bacana?
Bacana, yes. Benny.
Can you put the run you are compared to
Èkùrọ́ àti gàrí. On Christmas Day.
When my mom gets there, the woman opened the exit. She knelt down. She was praying for almost 30 minutes. My mom was telling her, that's okay. My mom had to leave her there. Because she couldn't, the woman was just praying. It was that man. And somebody will come out and say, Nigeria can come. I didn't wait. People are doing well. Let them go down to that. Let them go down. You have to be honest with you, because they said I want to have freedom of myself. Even if it was a big poor by. Because I can't just get every state message. Because people call everything. If I got the point, who would be like, it's going to a point that even my mom will be like, if they will not kill me. Because people will come to school. And the one thing about me, I cannot, because I don't care with the way I'm coming from. Especially, you know when people, someone to stay throughout the day, no food, no even, there's no even hope that no matter what for you to do. And somebody will come and tell us that we come and do what? I helped someone, a medical doctor, in order for her to go to America, to start her life. She's a medical doctor, man. Do you know how much she was getting in Nigeria? 70,000 naira. A medical doctor. So when I called the guy that was helping in America, the guy was like, he wants to know how much, the salary in Nigeria. And I told the guy, get it. I'm a commercial shop where you pay the medical doctor. 70K. See, that's how much was my salary before I left Nigeria? Once I increased it, 7,500. When you go step back and tell me, my salary is on like a 2 million. You know how somebody in my father Nigeria. So don't do what? When you not even safe, when you even have the money, your life is not even safe, and you want the worst part of it. Because everywhere you talk to, people are, in fact, you see that this is hunger. If people are not happy, they are not saying Nigeria. Especially on Nigeria, if we talk from that to next year, we are in the packet. We don't decide we are in Sama Sorompai. When you hear some issues, when you hear some other area, people don't that this as very over this.
When I finish, try me when I try. It depends, because I'm going to see someone now as soon as I come offline. Okay. We'll talk later. Call me later when I finish. I don't know when I... just keep trying. Yeah. Bye. So this is what I'm saying. Don't be selfish. You see, there is a proverb in my language. I'm a Yoruba tribe. I'm a Yoruba woman, so my tribe is Yoruba. Olówó kan láàrin òtòṣì, bàbá olòṣì lòun gan. If it's only one person that is rich in the family and the rest of them are not doing well, you too, you are not rich. Because today they will come with their problem, tomorrow with their problem, today with their problem, tomorrow with their problem. So when are you going to have time for your family? So the only way forward is to establish them and let them have their life so that you can have their own peace, your own peace. So olówó kan láàrin òtòṣì, one person that is rich among the poor people is also a poor person. Kedunka? That's just the situation. So don't come and boast that you are okay among those who are struggling. It's not godly. I don't like that English. I'm not joking. You might be the person that I know. It doesn't bother me. But don't boast that you are okay. It is not godly. Among others. Because anything we are okay when it comes to the stage of accountability and checking how much you spend on your jewelries, on your wristwatch. If you do what is okay, in the aircraft yesterday, want to destroy Raymond Well wristwatch, and you know how much Raymond Well is in the market. Yesterday, people are actually destroying remote well. Níbi tí èèyàn kan ti fi aago $21,000 ta bàbá ẹ̀ lọ́rẹ. Ni wọ́n ti sọ pé ó wà okay. Ẹ má jẹ́ agbéraga torí bí títẹ̀ nìkan ti parí títẹ̀ nìkan ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Please, let us respect other people's feelings. I think it would be more appropriate on this platform. I did not do international human rights in master's degree for fun. I did it when I was pain in heart to see how people are suffering. So I decided to go on to that subject. And when I did the dissertation, I wrote it about Nigeria, the selfishness in Nigeria, in the diaspora, in the African developing country. Nigeria was my priority. The solution to this, for things to go round, is for the government to pump money into the society, into the community, and create technical colleges that have taken away. Where is technical college? They are not technical college anymore. Everybody wants to go to university. Despite the fact that they will come back, they will not be able to get a job. But they still want to go and waste money and waste time there. Because everybody wants to feel proud that I'm not graduating. But the job is not there for them. There are no jobs in Nigeria. Well, let's call a spade a spade. Here in the country, almost 16 years, you gonna get it, not to not talk of a degree holder. A 16-year-old get job before he finishes his O level. Part-time. A graduate could not get job in Nigeria. A 16-year-old is getting a teaching job. Extra classes in this country is proven and tested. There is a clear difference between here and there. Let's get it right. Let's call a spade a spade. Olówó kan láàrin olòṣì lòun náà. I like your statement, Madam Ajayi. I cannot remember vividly, but I know that you said something to do with somebody showing off, a senator showing off his stupid shoes on the Facebook, how much he bought it. To hell with him and his shoe that he bought in of 17,000 or 1,700 pounds or so. To hell with him. Nobody come out and show off of things you bought. Who cares about that? I buy Gucci. Don't you know how much they sell Gucci out there? That's not the point. The point here is that the people, the diaspora, the people on the local ground, they are suffering. The subjects are suffering. What is the masters doing? What are they doing? All the masters out there. Pocket alone. Me, myself, and I will not move country forward. Me, myself, and I will not help the situation we are at the moment. Because you manage to know somebody and get your passport. It doesn't work. I called for people. I called people to get it for me. There was no passport cover in Nigeria. Please, don't feed me. I know how to eat by myself. Don't feed me. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's call a spade a spade. There is no passport pocket in Nigeria. Okay? I didn't go there without knowing somebody. I sent people that I know, and I sent the immigration officers working in the center there, the senior one. They did all their best. They phoned every other state, other stations. They could not get passport for me to leave the country. So I have to come back as a citizen of the United Kingdom. And then I will get to the border. The selfish immigration officers at the border are taking my money, my 40 pounds, which is calculated as 20,000 naira. I have told them that they will spend that money on sickness, and it's established. Everyone that shared that money yesterday will spend it on sickness. Because I didn't give it to them from my heart. And I don't care what people say. I can give 300,000, I can give 500,000, I can give 1 million. If it comes from my heart, nobody gets it from me by force. Unless I'm willingly to give it. Nonsense. Somebody's telling me they're better off. Please go ahead.
Hello, ma. Firstly, I want to thank you for a show like this that you're hosting on Facebook, because this is the future of the media. We are all going to be on Facebook and talking to everybody. I want to thank you for the courage you have to put your face out there, showing the kind of country you're talking about, because you know these people in power are very ruthless. And they don't care what to do, they try to bring down anybody that talks about them. Firstly, I want to go back to the comment that the lady made on the comment about what she said the Nigerian app. You can deceive people that are not in Nigeria, but you cannot deceive others that are Nigerian.
Exactly.
How are you happy when you sleep at night and you don't know if you're going to wake up the next day morning? Or if somebody's going to break into your house, or if somebody's going to come and steal your property, or somebody's going to children are no longer alive because there is no security anywhere. So you can deceive people that are not Nigerian. But for us, I was born in Nigeria. I had the opportunity to live in Nigeria, but I decided to leave. And when I left, I had my plan was to go abroad. I'm currently in Canada. My plan was to go to Canada, school, and go back to Nigeria. But when I came to Canada, when I saw the life in Canada, I began to tell myself, for the whole 20 years of my life, I've not been living. It's like hell. It is not living. And then I said, no, there's no way I'm going to go back to that country. If I'm going to have children, I'm going to plan a better life for my children than what I had myself when I was growing up. So when somebody comes up on this platform, when you're trying to make a positive change, when you're trying to raise people that will decide to move Nigeria forward and change the problems we have, and somebody starting off getting this platform, trying to glorify yourself or herself because you feel like maybe she's connected to one of the politicians in government.
Exactly.
Then that person should be shut down immediately. Because this is the problem we have in this country. The problem we have is that the few people that happen to be in place of power that have been ruling this country for the past 20, 30 years don't want any other people to rise up. If you rise up, it will put you down. And the few people now that are in power, as you said, they go abroad, they go to the UK, they go to Canada, they buy property, cash down. Even the rich people here don't buy property like that.
Exactly.
They pay mortgage, they buy and pay down payment. Nigerians come here and buy cars now. Now, talking about the passport thing, if you are following this online about passport, the Canadian Express is the word. You can go to the Canadian embassy and sometimes it's closed. No notice, they don't give you notice that the embassy is going to be closed. You go there as in Ottawa, you get to the gate and the airport is closed. Every other embassy, including the Canadian embassy, that's what I belong to, even if they are closed to the public, they are open to the citizens of that country. But in Nigeria, it's always different. And then when you go and apply for your passport, you don't know somebody in the office that's going to expedite the process for you. You're going to have to wait weeks and weeks without getting your passport.
Exactly.
Now, my question is, we are not asking the government to give us food. We're not asking the government to give us health care. We're not asking the government to help us with grants and education. All we're asking for now, we are in Diaspora. Give us our passport. So that we respond. This is the only right that we have as Nigerians. Why is it so difficult for them to do that without causing us problems? The last time I went to Nigeria when I was coming back, this guy stopped me. He's an NDLA officer. NDLA officer stopped me. He didn't even search my bag. He told me that sir, before you can go, you have to drop something. And I told him, I'm like, I don't have anything to drop because I'm going back home. I'm going to work. I have to work that same day. I don't have anything to drop for you. He's like, bro, if you don't drop anything, there's no how you are leaving this airport. And I thought it was a joke. But he held me there for another 40 minutes. And then I opened my wallet, and all of that was in my wallet was $50 Canadian and $20 Canadian. And out of anger, I opened one and I said, this is all I have. If I get to the airport, I will take the taxi home. And I said, what do you want me to do? And he said, oh, okay, I will take the $20. And I'm like, oh, you know this is my twin. And he's like, bro, forget about that. This Nigeria, you know you will take that in Nigeria. If this continue like that, how are we going to fix tourism? How are we going to build a good country that people that come to Nigeria will see Nigeria as good ambassadors? Because right now you are talking on some myopic people, some all the small minded will be like, oh, they are not patriotic. What is being patriotic if you are not good? So I am really, really angry at the state of the country, but I'm also happy that we have people like you that are willing to put their face out there and talk about this problem. And trust me, you have started something, and most of us are listening, we are sharing this, and people will begin to think about it. People will know that we are not alone thinking about this country like this. We have to fix Nigeria. And if we must fix Nigeria, we must take it away from
Exactly.
Clueless leaders that have no clue on how to lead the country. All the intelligent people that we have in Nigeria that are in diaspora don't even want to go back. They don't want to go back to help because they are afraid of their life. Because the police is going to harass you, road safety is going to harass you. Everybody is going to harass you because they know you have an international family. So I just pray that God will help us as a country, and I pray that God will help you, give you courage, give you divine protection against anybody that wants to do anything against you. That God will put more courage and wisdom in you, that when you speak, people will hear you, and you'll be able to mobilize people that will change that position.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
God bless you, and continue doing that good work. And
Thank
I pray
you.
that so we continue, that nothing will stop, nothing will change your mind. God
Amen.
bless you, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody scared me. So I like that brother that just called. You see all this antagonism topic that everybody is saying there. Don't be scared. What needs to be said has to be said. The experience I had yesterday was horrific. It was horrendous. It was not what for. It was uncalled for. It wasn't worth it. I was ashamed to note that it's still happening. Even though I don't have their passport, there was no, it's already expired. So they should say goodbye to me and not come back to the country. That's what they should have said. Instead of taking my bloody 40 pounds, which is equal to 20,000 naira, I would have used that to buy something at my Hausa, with my Hausa friends in the shop at the airport now. Even if it's 1 kobo, because it was not taken in the rightful way, I felt offended. I wasn't happy. Okay? So people should not think that we don't know what we're talking about. Iwelaka. We are read. We are well read. We have stood and stand before any professor in this country. We have sat before them. We have stood before them. We have stand before judges. We have argued our case, our point out. Why should we be scared? I don't leak anything. Yes, sir. Hold on. So people cannot scare me not to talk. What's supposed to be said, we have to say it in a polite way. There is no passport in Nigeria. And the contract is contracted out of the country. So the printing has been contracted out of the country from a reliable source. So don't shock my mouth. I know what I'm saying. If you don't eat there, you will not be supporting. One alone cannot do it. You have to speak on behalf of the masses. Know what your people want before you come out and talk. Otherwise, you create enemy for yourself. If you are okay, that's fine. But what about others? The fingers are not equal. So we should watch our tongue. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Hello, ma. I come from now.
Yeah. Okay. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Oh, yeah, this is my first time on this platform. I've never been on this platform before, and it's a privilege. It's a privilege for me being on this platform this afternoon. And I really want to pour out my mind towards this my position, and mainly on Malaysia embassy, Nigeria embassy in Malaysia. Kerry Nigeria embassy in Malaysia, I can say they are all and fools to consider. Because a lot of things, a lot of comments, a lot of reports from that embassy. And what they believe is the Nigerian government also, and I just the reason why still on the one pushing near embassy. That very embassy is my born Nigeria man no fellow you. One need to the passport expire. The resident and the here I will passport for what?
It's uncalled for. They need to do something. And that country and the whole self. So what you want for us to get it, I expect all content try to come on switch. Not now advantage people can try and try to so even if not to all my so few place put some youth, put people that are actually not this put food. I'm not going to not in a modernized country. About this 60, they write that Shemo did that to the airport of Monday. How about that? The time was a full load, the government money. And the good for the only go map for this year. Not what Nigeria. Back try it. If you map, I don't do it. Because you look at it, my younger sister, only my only my son. Oh, he said, this very girl need that as a long for the whole master order.
Benny. They shut it down. All technical colleges are no more there. Yeah. Wọ́n ti pa gbogbo ẹ̀, wọ́n ti shut it down. Kò sí technical college mọ́. Benny. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, Milenu. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You too, bye. I will not take calls for now. I want to read people's comments. I think that is so important to us as well. So please don't call in for now. Let's read the people's comments again and see what we are saying to each other. Yemi Ogundele said, ask the person living fine in Nigeria whether she can go out at night in a private car. I mean in a luxurious car. Ask the person that says she's living fine in Nigeria whether she can go out at night with a private car. I mean luxury car. In a luxurious car, can she go out? Of course, could possible now. God got your back, Leah Tukubo. Our government are so useless to the extent that they don't care about anybody than themselves. And Remi Olukoga Adisa. Exactly. Thank you, Dari Henry Akani Laisu. Thank you, Henry. Yes, I know that. Fela said it all sovereign and smiling. Abi, otoro ni. Even if the money recovered are being located to local government, Snake will swallow it all as usual. All the bad leaders went to public school. The Nigerian problem is individuality. I keep on saying it. This is a big shame on Nigerian government. Those minorities that enjoy Nigerian money are the snake jare. Ortega, when I got to England, I appreciate Fela far more than I used to. He was a genuine heart. There is no love in Nigeria. Gani Ojo Folarin. We have to take a decision. Wahid Lawal. Remi Olukoga. But all the money they said they recover, where do they put it? I wonder. Wonder shall never end in Nigeria. The minorities enjoying Nigeria money are the snakes, Jare. Ashiwaju Tokunbo Ademola is watching. Atesta those. The number is 07908 628240. And unity is not there. Jealous people will give silly comment. Exactly, Shola Ferreira. Jealous people will give silly comment. Exactly, Shola. And then Yinka Yusuf Salih. I cry for my country, Nigeria. Remember legend Fela Anikulapo Kutima. Sovereign and smiley white 24 passengers sitting in the bus, while 59 standing in the pause. Someone claims Nigeria is a zoo. See more. It is not a zoo where rats pursue president, where snakes swallow 36 million. Is it not a zoo where rats pursue president, where snakes swallow 36 million naira, where cow is more valuable than human being? May God visit Nigeria and wicked elders there. Prophetess Adewale Oluwatoyin said, may God visit Nigeria and wicked elders there. Exactly. The idea of saying is prayer, and prayer must stop. We must back it with action. The idea of saying prayer must stop. Wahid Lawal said that we must back it with action. I went to Nigeria Commission. I wept for that country. So sad, mannerless, so mannerless. They talk to people anyhow. I said to myself, individuality is the problem of Nigeria as a country. Ade Omade, thank you. Aremo Akpayemi, politicians are not the problems of Nigeria. Religious leaders are the main problem. What do you expect from politicians who brought religious leaders before they won elections? Who cautions them if they fail to do the right things? Nana John, yes, the government is not working, but please let us use the platform that God has given to us to be a blessing to the people around us, just like Mommy is doing, because God will not come from heaven. Thank you, Nana. Shepherd Ronald, why most of the ambassador cannot protect us in abroad? Nigerian ambassador protect the white. The volume, okay. Amen, Prophet Oluwatoyin Esther. Patience, okay. One of the main problems we have as people is that Nigerians don't like anyone telling them the truth. Although they will still run back to you after they get into trouble from what you have warned them on. But Nigerian doesn't like the truth. And when you talk bad of Nigeria, the Nigerian residents ask you to come home. To come and do what? Our major problem Nigeria is hating to be criticized. Michael Losobe. Ghanaians of Africa, okay. I said that to some Ghanaians guys here in UK, and they all laughed at me. They are still Ghanaians of Africa with economy and with population. Listen, I love Ghanaians. I don't want to be rude, but Nigeria is still the Ghanaians of Africa. The population and the economy wise, they are still the Ghanaians. The only country that want to compete is in economy is South Africa, and South Africa has dropped below standard. They have dropped ever since Mandela left. South Africa has dropped. In terms of population, we are the largest. We are the biggest. Apart from which country again? Probably they said Cairo. Ibadan itself is the in Nigeria. Nigeria is the biggest in Africa anyway. Ibadan is only the second largest because Cairo is bigger. But forget about it. Apart from that, Nigeria is the biggest because Nigeria is almost number 4 or 5 in the world. So who's going to be? Which African country is bigger than Nigeria? Let us tell ourselves the truth. I love Ghanaians. They are my friends. They are my fans. But the truth has to be spoken. Nigeria is a big brother. It's just that they don't know how to manage their resources. Nana John says it's a big insult from day one. Please, correct. That's always been the situation. Population, they are huge. Economically, they are heavy. It's just that they are extravagant for child that doesn't know how to manage income. They don't know how to manage their resources. Okay, this young man, I can't see your name in writing. If that person like it or not, I said Nigeria is not a place to live. So he repeats himself again. Big slap on our face. I know that. So, ladies and gentlemen, the only way to combat the situation on ground is for us to come together first. Because If we don't have unity, we cannot approach the government. In the diaspora, the problem I realized first is that there is no a large caucus of people coming together as one to represent Nigeria. There is no voice. For example, from the diaspora, we're supposed to have representative in the government. For example, do we have honorable or minister representing the diaspora? It's a lie. Don't even give me anybody's name. Because if you give me a name, I'm going to attack that name right in front of your nose here. So don't give me a name. There is no one representing us in the diaspora. So don't give me a name. I ain't got the time. If you give me a name, I will attack her in your presence. You understand? So don't even mention anybody that we have somebody representing us in the diaspora. We're supposed to have a minister. If he's going to be a minister with that portfolio, I don't care. But he must work closely with the government of Nigeria, representing people in the diaspora for things to move forward. The diasporas they've been left out there. And do you know how much money we generate into the Nigerian economy every year? Billions of pounds. Because we send money every time to family, to friends, to people that we are supporting in Nigeria. So we put a lot of money into the economy. Don't step on our toes. We know who we are. We know how much we are spending in a year to the economy of Nigeria in that country. So in the conclusion, what we are saying is that it's not working. The system is not working right now. Why can we not have passport? One, why must the passport be produced outside Nigeria? Why must it be contracted? I'll be having my short time with the Nigerian Commission at Notuba land. And I'll be back to report to you when I finish. Ladies and gentlemen, the way forward first is to seek the opinion. But the way I'm going to do mine, I want to hold a meeting first with the Nigerian Commission and the United Kingdom. When I hold a meeting and I can hear what he's going to tell me, then I'll be able to resolve it back to the public. But I'm going to have a meeting. So don't think I'm just going to talk and go like that. OTO. OTO. So I love you guys dearly. I cannot take phone call anymore. I have to go. My people are waiting to see me, to hear from me. I love you guys dearly. Cheerio. One love. I shall be back again. I am good. I am back for good. You know the data there is not good. It's not working. That's why I could not program anything or televise anything that I've done over there. The reason it's not working. The network is so bad in Nigeria now. So I will not even expect anyone in Nigeria to waste time on Facebook other than having to do something important. The network in Nigeria is bad. Bad, bad, bad. Ladies and gentlemen, Tokunbo Olagbaye is my name. I remain humble. Until I'm back again, please love each other and have unity. Imo Ishokan will only move Nigeria forward. But as we speak, I haven't got the dual citizenship. I have my British passport alone. Bless United Kingdom for now. God bless United Kingdom. God bless United Kingdom. Love United Kingdom to the heart. God bless Her Majesty II. God bless United Kingdom. To you all, my fans and friends and family on the fans, I love you dearly. But I am disappointed with what Nigeria did to me yesterday at the border at Muritala Lagos Airport. That's just it. I love United Kingdom. I don't care. I love United Kingdom. Bye for now.